EVE Online. I'm Major Freak, and this is why I love Mackinaws. So I've got mining drones out. I usually don't, but I'm starting to with my Orca now. I've pretty much nailed down rat logic. I know what techniques to use to draw their fire towards the Orca, so my defensive drones in all my miners can just chew them apart real quick. Now I'm using macks, which have 35 kilometers using the implants. I'll bring up the character sheet right now. Harvest. Now I'm using low grade. They're really expensive, by the way. I don't think there's high grade. Actually, you know what? I don't even think there's mid grade. There might be high grade. Let me check. Harvest Epsilon. Yeah, there's no high grade. Okay, but there's a mid grade, and they are really expensive. I'm not into spending that much money. And here I go plopping down Astor houses all over the place. So the investment in, say, 4 out of 6 harvest omegas means I'm getting 35 clicks range. It's almost exactly 35 clicks, actually. And I was thinking, okay, I'm switching from Hulks to Mackinaws. I'm going to have a lot of missing roids in the spaces I've got for bookmarking around. It's I'll have to like go double the places I've been. Actually, it's, you know what? I've got 6 bookmarks. It's a non-rig Athenor, and I'm able to reach pretty much everything with 6 bookmarks. And in fact, there weren't many left after I'd done the 4 major quadrants. So I'm quite impressed by not only the amount of time I have. I was able to do my planetary interaction while I was mining, which with Hulks, you've seen me with Hulks, it's just madness. It's like I'm a little sweatshop worker. Not good. I'm an adult. I can say no to horrible work conditions. So I think I'm going to retire my Hulks. It's just not worth it. We did the math on it. A friend of mine, he's way better than math at me. So apparently, I get approximately 70% of the output of a Hulk, but I get 6 times the time I need to drag. The big problem is dragging your ore into the fleet hangar before your cycle loses your productivity for that laser. If you stagger the lasers like I do, you only lose 1. With Hulks, you've seen it's just madness. Every once in a while, you're gonna lose a cycle, either through the rapid use of going through crystals, to just looking away or going AFK, because it's hard work. You're doing this for hours because you want to get the field off, and you basically have 0 time. You've got 2.5 minutes in between dragging stuff to the fleet hangar before it takes your options away. So this is just so relaxed. I'm pretty much enjoying the game immensely again. I knew it could be done. I just, it was like, okay, I just, yeah, there's a lot of assumptions when I play. I like making assumptions, and I figured orcas were, hey, you get the range, and you get the output. And if it's just 40% more output for that, and that's ideal because we're talking about, say, 10% of that is uh, going to be inefficiency loss or because of your holds full, or hold is full. So that's 36%, say, uh, over Mackinaws. So that seems attractive, and especially the range, because the range with a Hulk laser is 44, and you're of the mind that, oh, okay, well, if I've got that much range, then if I go down, I'll have like twice the amount, you know. But it's not that. It's like just over 50% more uh, bookmarks I use. Well, it is barely almost, sorry, 50%. Uh, I usually just need 4, but still, I have to go to the last remaining ones by warping to them individually, and they're scattered. So actually, it's even more makes more sense to go with a Mac with the less range, because even though you've got more bookmarks to go to and more clumps, they're clumps and not, oh, let's go here and one over there like you do with the Hulks. So yeah, I would recommend going with Macs for those. Uh, or the hauler, because the hauler now with a freighter can have a leisurely time the field. Uh, with the hauler, I'll go to where I have my refining service up, which is AU away and off grid, which means, you know, you lose the immediacy of whipping back and forth between the the Athanor and your team without losing your fleet hangar and doing a whole bunch of tricks. I'd explained before about how not to, you know, you'll lose the selected item and yada yada. So it's a little bit less hectic, a little bit less efficient, a little bit less productive. Well, efficient as in speed, sorry. A little bit less. I wouldn't say. Uh, Anyways, you know what I mean. Anyways, so yeah, I would highly recommend this. It is a wonderful way to mine. You even have more time to watch local. Do not do this in low sec. Don't go into low sec with an Orca, period. Uh, don't go into Orca. Yeah, it's just not recommended at all. Um, there are ways of using a Mac in low sec that's sneaky, but I'd recommend endurances for ice and prospects for ore. It's just not going to be worth your time unless you've got total control of the area and be confident in what you're doing. And that's, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's the way it happens, and I'd totally recommend switching to Macs if you're using Hulks. Your life is going to be so much more fun and less work. You might not get the that 36% more ore, but it's like, look, I mean, the difference between mining Arcanor and mining spodumene is around 36%. Okay? So if you're smart and you're mining the right ore, just think of it. Why would you want to go down to mining Arcanor? Okay, you think about it. Okay, well, maybe you would. So why not go down to Max to make your life a lot easier? It's not like you're pumping at you need to get this stuff off the field and yada yada because it's like an R64 in low sec, you wouldn't be using hulks in low sec. So think about it. Just chill out. You're having fun in the game. You can go AFK for a couple of minutes. Oh, you're not supposed to go AFK because you're supposed to, be at the keyboard, blah, blah, blah. It's like, come on, people have bio breaks. You want to shut down your clients so you can have a pee? Come on. So yeah, I mean, this game is designed to play casually. It's they don't want you to go AFK because they're against the idea of EULA being broken, as in something's happening with your commands to the game while you're AFK. That's what they're worried about. The game is designed for you to actually go AFK. I was playing a simulator game, a space sim called Jumpgate, and you could have a bio break while you're flying between stargates, jump gates. Probably be many a time I've been calling stargates in this game jump gates, but you'll forgive me, and that's probably why. Alright, so use mackinaws. It'll make your life a lot easier if you actually do things around the house. I know, amazing, right? So yeah, use macks, make your life easy. See, normally I'd be blabbing away like this, and my ore holes would be full, and yeah, so yeah, I would highly recommend it. Also highly recommend switching to an earlier version of Evo Preview, which I'm using, because the 5.00 one lags out a lot, and you'll notice I don't have a lot of lag when I'm switched. See, it's instant. With the 5.00, you get a bunch of lag. Although your main screen is highlighted green or whatever color you like, that's the only attraction. And believe me, you'll get sick of the lag if you're used to this. Okay, so there's not a whole lot that I could go into. Oh, I could keep talking, but I think we've covered absolutely everything to deal with what's best about Mackinaws over hulks. Now, I believe Procurers have the same range as Macks. And Tech 1 crystals have the same range as Modulated 2. I just use it because I'd rather have that a little bit extra, and it's so lackadaisical that the crystals don't burn out that quickly, or at least you can watch them and catch it. With hulks, they burn through crystals pretty quick. So yeah, can't think of anything else. Yeah. Have yourselves a great day, and go out there and have fun with Mackinaws. Don't use hulks. It's just, why do you want to work forever in this game, eh? Okay, my ores are gone.